Hello everybody and welcome back to Unpacking. The first video we managed to get through 2 different locations as we follow through our journey of life. We started in our childhood home and moved to our very first place that we moved into. We're now going to be moving into our third location. Now, I kind of started just to delve in and see what I was getting myself into. But we finished off in the year 2004. So we're going to be moving into the year 2007. I'm just going to go ahead and start this room over so that we get our little introduction screen, because I think that's kind of nice. And you can see that this is the first time that we're running into needing to share with somebody else. So all of the stuff that's in this room, in this whole house in fact, is all stuff that we have to work around. It looks like we've got a couple of roommates, and we are just gonna have to work around their stuff. Not every level in this game from here on out is going to be like this, but there are a few of them. And these levels take a little bit longer, I find, just because there's a lot more to kind of pay attention to. I find it's just a little bit more chaotic. And because it's our roommate stuff and not our stuff, we are not able to move any of it. So for these levels, I personally like to just kind of put everything out first. I like to just take everything out of the boxes first, and then find places for them afterwards. That is just a personal preference of mine. Now there are a couple of things that I'm just kind of putting down as we go. More like reflexes, because I always put them in the same spot. But there wasn't a whole lot in that first box, so there's only a couple things for us to kind of put out. We got ourselves a GameCube, which is awesome. And for an achievement, you can actually turn it on and try and play it. That will give us some nostalgia, as well as an achievement. See, we're so focused on actually unpacking everything, but I personally, when I pack or clean or organize, I always get distracted by, you know, all of my stuff. I think these are actually games that you've brought with you, it looks like. But there's so many of them, there's no way we're gonna be able to put them all away, unfortunately. So it's kind of up to you what you want to do with this stack of stuff. It would be nice if we could fit it all on the console area, but it doesn't look like we're going to be able to. So I might just ponder what I'm gonna do with the rest of those. We've got ourselves a pot to put in the kitchen. We might as well just put that in there for now so it's in the right spot. We've got ourselves a shirt to put in our bedroom. And I think the rest of the stuff here can go stay in the living room area here. So because this is such a large map, you can see that this is a 3-bedroom place that we're sharing with roommates. We can't go into their rooms. We're responsible for our room, our bathroom, unpacking all of our toiletries, our kitchen stuff, the living room, and the dining room. So, don't know that there's going to be a whole lot else I'm going to unpack into this room, but we'll come back later, if need be. Now, the only thing you do have to be careful of is if you're wanting to stack books on the bookshelf don't stack them together, don't pile them together, because it won't flip a whole stack of books for you if you go to move them onto the bookshelf. And again, we're seeing some common items. A lot of stuff that we're bringing from place to place. A lot of our little knickknacks, our decorations, our stuffed animals. And again, if you didn't pose the mannequin, you can still do that here for the achievement that we got a couple of chapters ago. All of these chapters are super easy just to replay, to go back into and do anything that you might have missed, which is nice. I mean, I'd like to put most of the stuff in my room, I think. Let's move some stuff into the bedroom. I think the bedroom is probably the most crowded area. There's a lot of boxes. And the thing with the bedroom boxes is a lot of it is little stuff. It's clothing. It's every single pair of underwear. It's all your shirts and pants and all the things that she likes to put out on her desk as well. But I find the bedroom is my favorite area to unpack. I would say the kitchen is the least favorite of mine. Bedroom is probably my most favorite. I don't know why. I think it's because the stuff that she has in her bedroom, I think, is the most individual stuff that she owns. The stuff that shows who she is as a person the most. What kind of clothes she likes to wear. All her little decorations that she has. It tells you a little bit about her job. What kind of job she does. What kind of thing she goes to school for. Whereas, I mean, you know, the bathroom is the bathroom. I think most people have the same basic stuff. You know, you got your toothbrush, your toothpaste, all your toiletries. This hat that you unpack out of the box, you get an achievement also if you come into the dining room and you put it on top of the mannequin. You can put it on whichever direction you'd like, doesn't matter, you get an achievement for doing that. Those are the only 2 achievements for this level, aside from remembering to flush the toilet before we leave. So here we go again with all of our clothes. Again, the individual shoes, the individual pairs of underwear. We have a few more hangers in this place than we had in our last one. I will probably stick with just kind of the same stuff. I'm gonna hang up jackets. She has an apron in here somewhere, presumably from like a job that she's doing. I'm gonna hang that up. She has so many books. I think a lot of those can go out into the living room area, the dining room, I guess, is more accurate. She had that poster in the last place. I do want to open the other side of the closet because that's where a lot of these clothing items are gonna go, but I'm just waiting until I've got a bit more space to do that. So I'll put her apron in here. This is a yoga mat. For some reason, when I first took this out of the box, it threw me for a loop. I couldn't figure out that it was a yoga mat for way longer than I care to admit. I always put her yoga mat under the bed from now on. Under the bed, just like in real life, is an absolutely fantastic place for you to just put anything that you don't know where to put. It's just a really good, I don't know where this goes, but I need to put it away spot. And if you're playing like how I'm playing and the game doesn't let you advance until everything has a place, there is a ton of leeway for what you are allowed to put under the bed. And there's some items, in fact, that I have never been able to find a good place for, except for under the bed. So again, just like last time, I'm going to try and organize her closet kind of in a similar way. Now these drawers are a little bit bigger. I probably could just put socks in, or not socks, rather, put her bras and her underwear together, but I might be getting more of those. So I'm gonna keep them apart for now. The frisbee is a good item to throw under the bed. That's where I always put it. This is an extra pair of shoes that doesn't fit in the shoe storage area that I'm using, so I'll have to put those in its own place. I've got my pajamas all together. My shirts. That is a skirt on her bed. I try to hang the skirts up if I can. She's only got one more other skirt, so once that comes out of the box, I will hang it up if I'm able to. As you can see, more underwear. Oh, there's the other skirt. There's the computer. We're gonna put that there. And that completes our unpacking of this room. We just gotta put everything together now. So, let's see. I've got lots of room on the floor. This is another good spot for shoes. I think you could actually probably fit most of your shoes in here if you wanted to, but I like putting them on the other side, which again is just personal preference. I'm gonna hang up her other skirt. It bothers me that it doesn't let me, for some reason, move these coat hangers. A lot of the time it does. It will let you move them, but it irks me that the skirts aren't together. I've put the jackets together. I hung the apron where it let me, but it will not let me move these so that I can put the skirts together. Her diploma is an example of an item where I just chuck it under the bed. I know that sounds horrible because she's probably worked very, very hard for it, but there's just not a lot of room for it in a lot of the places that she ends up living in. So I've got lots of room for underwear here. I was thinking of putting my pajamas in here if they fit, but I don't think they're gonna fit. The girls got a very healthy collection of underwear, which kind of need their own drawer. But, I mean, it fits nicely. All her clothes fit together nicely. We've got a good, healthy collection of stuff. Put my accordion folder on the top, I guess. I would still like to make some changes in this room. I'm gonna leave the books on the floor so that I can come back for them and move them later. But for the most part, I mean, there's just little knickknacks I could move around if I wanted to. Would like to make her desk a little bit more tidy. Again, the desk is definitely, I think, the one area of this game that always gets just incredibly, incredibly messy. So we've kind of done 3 out of the 5 rooms at this point. I'm gonna do the kitchen last. Again, the bathroom, because we're sharing it with our 2 roommates, we have very limited space. We kind of have to work around where our roommate stuff already is. So we've only got 1 box. Pretty simple array of items to put away. We can open up a shower, so just keep that in mind if you're placing stuff. We can put our shampoo, conditioner, our body wash, our back scrubber, all that good stuff in there. And fortunately, in this place, which our last place didn't have, we do actually have our own drawer right in the middle. So we have a spot in the medicine cabinet, and we have a spot in the pull-out drawer for our stuff. Hallelujah! And it looks like it's gonna be just enough space. I believe that the toothpaste and toothbrush are allowed to go on the counter, which is what our roommates have done, so I'm probably just going to leave those there. And that still leaves me quite a bit of space. So yeah, simple. Bathroom, most of the time, probably the easiest, most simple, straightforward room to put together. Which just leaves us with the kitchen now. Because we're already sharing with roommates, the kitchen is not as much to do this time. It kind of gives you a good guideline to put things already, because your roommates have put stuff away. These items, they're fridge magnets. Which may seem obvious to you, but the first time I played this, it took me an embarrassingly long period of time to realize that that's what those were. Alright. Let's see. Let's put... I don't know what this is. A can opener? I think. Let's just put that in there. We'll put away our other stuff here in a moment once we unpack our final box. I do find it interesting. You know, she kind of just has the essentials when it comes to her bathroom and her kitchen, but I find her bedroom stuff, right, she's got all those little knickknacks and stuff, and she just, you know, packs things around for like long periods of time. I think that's why I find the bedroom the most interesting spot, because for the most part she seems like a pretty, you know, sensible, no nonsense kind of gal, but she still has all those nostalgic things that she's carrying around. I can't put the pack of sponges in there. Let's put the cookie jar in its spot. This goes in the bathroom. This is our towel. Put away all our little kitchen utensils here. Once again, we can throw our big pot in the back. We could probably put the panini press in there too, actually. That's oil, so we could put that up there. And we've got these 2 items to go in the bathroom. And those, I guess I'm just going to put beside the baking sheets. I would like to put it on this shelf, but there's not really any way to do that with our roommate stuff in the way. So fortunately, unpacking the kitchen here was pretty simple and straightforward. We can go ahead and put our towel out, our first aid kit, which I think I'm just going to put on the very top so that everybody can see it, everybody can use it. Let's not forget to flush our toilet. That's important. And then I left those books there for me to come back to. Oh, and we actually have some items here that don't go as well. Ah, just the big stack of games that we left because I wasn't sure what I was gonna do with them. Right, what am I gonna do with them? I guess I'm gonna stack them here. I've got some shelf space that I'm not doing anything with. So it seems like a perfect hole to put them in. And these books, like I said, I could probably just put them up here if I wanted to. It does pain me to leave her desk such a mess because I don't like it. I get that all this stuff can go here, but it doesn't mean that it should. It's just so messy. I mean, I could, like, do little nitpicky things like move the eraser and whatnot, but again, if I was to move things around, it would just be nitpicky at this point. We are done. I think my handiwork, for the most part, is pretty good. Fortunately, the clutter and stuff is not really my mess to blame this time. A lot of this stuff was already here when we moved in, so we're just kind of fitting in and filling in where we're able to. So we're gonna call it done for that room. And we're also just gonna call it done for this video. As you can see, when it gets more complicated and there's more bedrooms, it does take much longer to go through and put things away. And I feel like I'm also moving pretty quickly with moving things around. I'm not taking a whole lot of time to kind of think about it. So just keep that in mind as you go along. You can spend a very long time getting lost in this game. I could not believe the amount of time I played this for my first time, and all I was doing was moving stuff around, which is incredible because I hate packing and unpacking in my own personal life if I was to be moving around myself. Anyways, that is all for me. We got through one room today. We will continue on and see where our journey takes us next in the next video. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope that you will join me next time.